Welcome, Spiky Barmy Army TV. This is our first Maidstone video then since the season was completed a couple of months ago. This video is to do with interviews with players that are re-signed for Maidstone, plus the new signings that we have, and plus our pre-season fixture list that we know of so far. So getting straight into that, here are the 6 pre-season fixtures coming up in July with Maidstone ahead of our brand new season in the National League South. So Saturday the 6th of July then, Maidstone will be at Honey Lane away at Bearsted, playing that one. And the second one then, Woodstock Park then at Sittingbourne's ground away Tuesday the 9th of July. Tuesday the 16th of July then, it will be a home game at the Gallagher Stadium after Maidstone's laid a brand new 3-4G pitch, and that will be at home on Tuesday the 16th of July then at the Gallagher, home to Ramsgate. Saturday the 20th of July then, Maidstone will be at home to Woking, and the 5th pre-season fixture is away at Chatham Town's Boval Ground Stadium. Saturday the 27th of July, and all we know so far then, Tuesday the 30th of July, the final one at the moment, Cheriton Road, then away at Folkestone and Victor, where they've just had one Luca all signed for Folkestone. Getting on next then, let's welcome in all our brand new signings then with Maidstone. The first one that came in then was Temi Awika. That was from Slough Town. He's a defender. He's 24 years old. And let's get into with thanks then with Stones TV, all the interviews that we're going to show with you. And here is Temi Awika's interview then with Stones TV.
So we're announcing a new signing here on the Maidstone Utd website. That's Temi Awika, who joins us having left Slough Town. Please get the deal done.
Yeah, happy. Once I spoke to George, Craig and Zach, it was a no-brainer for me really. It's a massive club with a massive community, so couldn't pick a better place to come.
You must have followed the club's FA Cup run last season as well.
Yeah, I know a couple of the boys, so I was messaging them, like Rafe. I used to play with Rafe when I was younger, so I was messaging them good luck every week, and it's a great advert for non-league. There's a lot of talent in non-league, so it's great for the boys to showcase what we've got.
And plenty of experience of National League South.
Yeah.
They played 46 League and Cup fixtures for Slough last year. Very competitive division, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's tough. Like every year, everyone comes out with these predictions on who's going to go up, who's going to win it, who's going to go down, and it flips. It flips. Anyone can beat anyone in this league, and it's just you have to go out there every week and give 100%.
Obviously, you got the chance to experience this ground, I guess, last season. How did you find it?
I wasn't actually here for the first game of Slough. I was still at Maidenhead, to be fair, but I've been to the Gallagher before. I know once it gets rocking, there's no other places like it in non-league. It's a sleeping giant.
And tell us, defender by trade, what do you bring to a game?
100%. I think that's the minimum you have to bring. I give 100% every week and every time I'm out there. I'd like to think I'm good on the ball, aggressive, good at defending, good in the air, so just a bit of an all-rounder really.
Well, we welcome you to the football club.
Cheers,
and hope you have a great season with us.
Buzzing to be here, thank you.
Next up, the new signing then was Jordan Higgs, 27 years old. Remember him from Boxing Day, that cracking super goal he scored against Maidstone for Tunbridge to equalise at 1-1. Boxing Day to Kent Derby away at Tunbridge Angels. Get out! Yes, Jordan Higgs is in from Tunbridge Angels. He's a permanent signing for Maidstone. With the interview with Stones TV then of Jordan Higgs.
So, a new face in front of our camera, and that's of Jordan Higgs, who joins us having left Tunbridge Angels a couple of weeks ago. Jordan, a very warm welcome to the club, and I suppose we ought to get underway by seeing if you want to offer an apology up for that Boxing Day goal and ruining the Christmases of many a Maidstone United fan.
I think I owe the biggest apology to George himself, to be fair. I think he's already given me stick about apparently celebrating in front of him, but no, look, it's who knows where I'd be without that. So no, it's a brilliant day, and obviously apologies to all the Maidstone fans.
We joke aside, but no, firstly, a very warm welcome to the club. Good season for yourself last year. National League South experience, of course, picked up throughout that campaign, and 2 end-of-season awards to boot as well.
Yeah, no, for me personally, you know, I really enjoyed my season. I thought I'd done well. It's a shame as a team we finished where we did, but you know, I'm ambitious. I want to do better than I did last year, and you know that was a big attraction coming to Maidstone, and I just want to impress and win something this season.
Let's take you back then. The career really started at Bromley, coming through their academy, several years there, then on to Dover, Dulwich Hamlet, and then on to Dover. Good years behind you, good background from those clubs.
Yeah. Look, I've enjoyed my time at them clubs. They're great clubs, to be fair, and they treated me well. I hope I've done well for them, and this is another step forward for me. To be honest, I think I've been looking for that. The ambition, and hopefully I can achieve that here. I want to settle down now. I've been on the move the last few years, so look around. It's a great club, and I want to kind of settle here now, hopefully, and just impress.
In terms of that Bromley time, more than 100 appearances that you made whilst at Hayes Lane. Chance to play at Wembley as well. I mean, that must have been a real experience.
Yeah, dream come true for any young footballer coming up, really. I come through there. I was about 10 when I joined. I think I made my way through to the first team, and obviously Wembley, a day I'll never forget. Probably for the wrong reasons in the end, but no, another great club, and this sort of reminds me of the kind of club Bromley is, and obviously their recent triumph. Hopefully this club can be on the way to that.
Cross over the Boxing Day a bit again, but moving on to the New Year's Day, obviously you got to experience the atmosphere here on that one. You'll be looking forward, I guess, to having that crowd behind you from this season on.
Yeah, 100%. I know. Obviously, I played in the game. I felt the atmosphere. It was a good day, obviously, to be a Maidstone fan. You look at the stadium and where it's come. I've been here. I've played here since I was 10 years ago now, and I've seen obviously the big stand built now, and hopefully we can recreate that atmosphere this year.
Jordan, a very warm welcome, and hope you enjoy the season with us.
Thank you.
Charlie Seaman. I remember him. I thought he was a pretty decent player for the short, brief time that we did watch him. He joined with 2 loan spells in with Maidstone from Doncaster Rovers. His first one, he's 24 years old, and his first loan spell with the Stones was back in March 2020. He only played part of the game. His debut then was away at Eastbourne Borough. And that was the final game then that Maidstone played before everything was cut off then for COVID. Then he came back on loan after going back to Doncaster for the start of the 2021 season. He joined in from October, and it went on until February. That was when the season was divided. It was called null and void. Then when the second outbreak of COVID came about. Then Charlie returned to Doncaster playing in the EFL League 1 and League 2. Last season, Charlie had more experience in the National League. He played then with Hartlepool and Wealdstone. Here is his catch up with his video then with Stones TV. It's Charlie Seaman.
So, a familiar face in front of the camera, someone that's not been here for a few years now, about 2 or 3 years. Charlie Seaman, welcome back. Previous 2 occasions were on loan, but this time it's a permanent deal and you'll be with us for next season. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think the project that the club's got going on, it was something I really wanted to be part of. The gaffer was my captain the last time I was here, and I feel like I learned a lot from him, sort of with him in that role. So I think with him in the role of like my manager, I think I'll learn loads, and I think I'll really improve here and I'll really enjoy it. So I'm really looking forward to it.
We go back and look at those 2 previous spells. First one you might as well just write off because that was 10 minutes, wasn't it? And that game against Eastbourne, and then football and the world almost cancelled, didn't it? Thereafter. Second time you were here, no opportunity to play in front of crowds because we were in Tier 3 and all the rest of it at that time. So how much are you looking forward to actually getting out on that pitch and playing in front of maybe 2,500 people?
Yeah, really excited. I mean, I remember when I was here last time, the messages that me and the boys were getting just on Twitter alone from people watching it at home, because obviously, like you said, they couldn't come to the game, were like really positive, and like I said, they really warmed to me, I think, and I warmed to them. So actually to meet them in person will be great. Obviously I followed how well the boys done last year, how well the club did last year, and saw the amount of fans that were travelling away and home to games. So yeah, I'm really excited. They're a great fan base, and yeah, I'm looking forward to playing in front of them.
Obviously in the time you've been away from us, League 2 experience, National League experience, that's all got to help, isn't it, as you go into next season?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I've learnt a lot about myself, learned a lot about what I can and can't do, and things I need to improve on, things I'm good at. So yeah, I feel like that will really help me this season. Like I said, I really want to improve under the manager and really want to, help the team win promotion. And I feel like my experience on and off the pitch will help. So yeah, I'm excited.
I'm sensing George is quite a big factor in you deciding to come back to the Gallagher.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I personally would always say he's probably the best captain I've ever had. Just in terms of the lessons that he gave me, on and off the pitch. I mean, I used to travel with him every single day to and from training. So, we used to have chats in the car for hours. So yeah, I learned a lot, and personally, I feel like he's someone that can get the best out of me. And if there's anyone to do that, I feel like it would be him. So yeah, he was a massive reason as to why I wanted to come here. And hopefully I can repay him for bringing me to the club.
And your own goals for this season, what you're looking forward to doing?
I mean, as a team and personal, obviously I want to get promotion. I want to win the league. And then for me, I just want to play as many games as I can. I've not had a season yet where I've played a full 50 games, 60 games, whatever it may be. So I just want to play as many games as I can, contribute with goals and assists, create chances. And that's it really, just play as well as I can and help the team win promotion.
Charlie, we're delighted to have you back, and so I think the supporters will really look forward to seeing you in person and not on a screen or an iPad. Welcome back, and hope you have a great year with us.
Thank you very much.
So welcome then, brand new signing to Maidstone United, Ben Brooks, 23-year-old defender, or also play in a midfield. In from Chelmsford City, he played for 50 games for them last season, with Chelmsford losing out in the playoff semi-finals to the eventual playoff winners, Braintree Town. Pierre's sides have been previously with #United, Great Wakering Rovers and Basildon United all over there in Essex, and now heads across the river to join Maidstone United for the upcoming season. Here's what he had to say in the recent video with Stones TV.
So I've got a new face to introduce to you. That's Ben Brooks, who's joining the Stones from Chelmsford City. Ben, a very warm welcome to the club. Obviously, you played in both games last season against us, and now you're joining us. How are you feeling about that?
Well, I'm delighted, to be fair, especially a team in Maidstone. It was very hard to play against you lot last season, very tough team. But now, obviously, to be part of you lads, I'm very, very excited. Great stadium, the fans are very, very good. I can't lie. When I played here last season, there was something else, and I'm delighted to be here.
Quite a good season for yourself last time round. 50 appearances across league and cup competitions. Got through to playoff final as well. So how do you really sum up that season for yourself?
Well, especially with all the players we signed at the start of the season, I knew that we was going to be up there. Had a little tough patch throughout the season, but listen, we done really well. Got to the semi-finals. Obviously, wasn't meant to be, but as a whole, I was delighted with my individual performances week in, week out, and just couldn't get over the edge. But maybe here at Maidstone, I might be able to do it next year.
Yeah, as you say, it's that step to kick on from, isn't it? Take you back then. You came through the youth setup at West Ham and Chelsea. How good a grounding was that for your career so far?
Well, especially growing up as a young kid, I wanted to play professional football, especially for my boyhood club, West Ham. And obviously getting released from clubs like that it's hard to take. And then obviously went through the non-league route, came through league by league, especially coming from Tower Hamlets to #, and now being here, it's I think that I've done quite well for myself.
Again, it's good, as you say, it's good progression throughout your career. How old are you now? So
23 right now.
23. So again, it's lots of things to look forward to in the years to come for you, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. Again, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself in trying to get into the football leagues, but again, if I can do it with Maidstone, that'll be unbelievable. Again, I want to try and win this league next season, whether we do it in the playoffs or not. I want to be up there. That's my goal. That's my hunger in winning game in, game out. So yeah, I'm excited.
So tell us something about you as a player. What position do you thrive in, and what do you bring to a game?
So I play all down the left-hand side. So left centre back, left wing back. Can even do the job in the middle as well, like inverted. I'm very attacking. I would say I'm very reliable. Take set pieces, and I've got, I wouldn't say a long throw, but I like to throw the ball in the box as well.
I guess you must be looking forward, having played here and had the fans on your back for 90 minutes, you must be looking forward to this coming season, that they'll be right behind you.
Exactly. I mean, every time I was playing a few teams, I think a few individuals might know who I am. So again, I'm used to the grief, I'm used to some of the hate, but to be here now, to play in front of thousands at Maidstone. I know you've got great fans, and yeah, I'm excited to do it in front of them lot.
Ben, we're delighted to welcome you to the club. Have a great season with us, and I'm sure the fans look forward to seeing you in pre-season.
Nice one.
Thank you.
Another new signing then, Shaq Coulthurst. He's an attacking player with a wealth of experience in coming into Maidstone United for next season. His appearances for Ebbsfleet and was out on loan for the second half of last season to Braintree Town, who eventually won the playoff final up into the National League for next season. He came through the Tottenham Academy, playing for Barnet in League Two and National League, and even getting a debut for Tottenham in the Europa League back in 2013. Let's catch up with what he has to say then on Stones TV then for Maidstone United.
To introduce a new signing joining George Elokobi's side for the 24-25 season, that's Shaq Coulthurst. Welcome to Maidstone United. Delighted to have you here. Let's take you back early on in the career. You came through the academy at Tottenham. How good a grounding was that for you?
The best, really. The experiences of being around that environment were, you know, standards that I've kept in my career for the last end of my career. So, and standards I keep in life. So, yeah, it's good to start there.
Good influence, clearly. Moving back to closer times, that period at Barnet that you had between 2017 and 2020, that seems to be where you've really, you know, come into your own and had that really prolific spell.
Yeah, it's a place that I was comfortable at. I was happy. I was scoring a lot of goals. So, yeah, it was a good period for me personally.
And then last season at Braintree, there, obviously they managed to go up via the playoffs. So it must have been great to have been part of that, and of course, at the same time, masses of experience to bring to here for when we start this season in August.
Yeah, so I enjoyed last season. Obviously, I went on loan to Braintree for the second half of the season, really, and a good little group, and we done well to, you know, get promoted via the playoffs. I didn't play in the playoffs, but it was a good experience with that team, and I think that's 2 seasons I've been promoted back to back, so that's something that I want to continue.
Third time lucky, we'll take that. And some international experience along the way, and a goal against the rivals, Scotland.
Scotland, yeah. England under 19s, I think it was. So, yeah, I think I played a few games, but I scored a goal there. So, yeah, kind of international goal. So, yeah, happy with that.
Good to have that on the record, though, isn't it, overall? What do you bring to a game? What can supporters look forward to seeing from you come August?
I think I'm more of like an all-action centre forward. I can hold the ball up well, you know, can bully defenders, can do it all, can score. So, yeah, just bring that to the team. And obviously, my leadership is something that I pride myself on. I'm very quiet off the pitch, but on the pitch, I'm very loud. So, yeah, bring that and hopefully and see where that gets us.
Well, we should look forward to seeing that when the pre-season matches start in July. Just need to say, as always, a very warm welcome. Enjoy your time with us, and yeah, see if we can make it 3 in a row. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Pierre Foncu, he joins Maidstone United, another brand new signing. He's a forward type player, joining him from Oxford City then, who played like in the National League last season. And he's got National League experience then with Dartford in their 2022 and 23 playoff campaign. He's also got National League experience, obviously we know from Oxford City from last season, plus with Weymouth in 2020 and 21 season, being Pierre's first ever club in the UK, after previously playing out in France for Lens and Bordeaux in Bulgaria. So here's what Pierre had to say in front of the cameras here on Stones TV for his new debut and his brand new signing then for Maidstone United.
Here on the Maidstone United website today, we're announcing a new signing, new addition to the club, Pierre Foncu, who's joining us. Welcome to Maidstone United. You must be pleased to get this deal done.
Yeah, very happy to get this done. I think I made the right decision, and I'm just, I can't wait to get started.
So tell us a bit about your career so far. When did you start out? Where have you been recently?
So I started playing in Belgium, Club Brugge. and I ended up getting signed by Norwich City in 2017. So that was my first move abroad. I moved to the UK, spent 2 years there, and then I went back to France for a year, for Lens, in Ligue 1, to then come back to the UK after that and have some spells at Grimsby, Weymouth, Dartford recently, and Oxford last season.
So you've got some good non-league experience under your belt. So you're obviously aware of National League South. It's a very physical league, isn't it? So you're up for the challenge of that one?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I spent a couple of years in National League South, so I'm quite used to it. So yeah, I know what it is about.
I guess that time at Dartford year before last must have been a great grounding for what's going to be coming up from August the 10th onwards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I had a good time at Dartford, had a good season there, and that's what I think that here with the base that the club's got, I'm hoping and I want to do even better. So yeah.
And some international duty at the same time. Tell us about that.
So yeah, I played for Cameroon national team, under 19s up to under 21s. But yeah, I haven't had a senior call up yet. Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? One of the steps of Reece Greenidge, who had his own international call up last season. Well, Pierre, a very warm welcome to Maidstone United. Hope you have a great season with us, and I'm sure the fans will look forward to meeting you during pre-season.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Next up, 4 players then have now gone back to their clubs from Maidstone where they've been on loan. That is Jepte Tanga, Michael Adu Poko, Mohamedou Fall and Paul Appiah. Players leaving and or have been released. Gavin Hoyt, he's left Maidstone. We don't know where he's going to or what he's up to next. Only 3 players that we know have left Maidstone and gone on to other clubs. That includes Harley Earl, Maidstone's backup goalkeeper. He's now gone off to Sittingbourne. Lamar Reynolds, Granite Morton, he's gone to in the Scottish Championship. While we're on the here, let's check out his video then and his chat then from leaving Maidstone and about his goal and his great goal of the season he's been given them for that one away day when we went in the FA Cup 4th round away at Ipswich Town. Here was that video.
When we drew Ipswich, I said it's a fantastic draw for us.
Like the energy from the boys, it was just all positive, excitement, buzz, there was no fear.
Can we catch them on the counter? The speed of the counter was going to be important. If we do have that one opportunity, can we take it?
And the pass is brilliant, and they're in. Reynolds.
Everything went silent. All I could see was just the goal and the keeper. It was just pretty much tunnel vision for me.
Can he get his shot away? He should do now! Oh my word!
When Lamar dinked the keeper, I'm like, oh my days, what is going on in here?
As soon as it left my feet, I pretty much knew it was going in.
Lamar Reynolds gives Maidstone United the lead. What a finish!
Other players then, Liam Solden, he's gone on to another Scottish Championship team, Livingston. And the other ones we don't know about is Jacob Barkley, Ajipong, Sol Wanjao Smith, Sam Bone, Michael Class, Devonte Aaron Sibia, Connor Kelly and Chai Ezanolim. They're the players that are all leaving or being released with Maidstone and would no longer be as Stones players. Right, finishing off then, players that have been offered contract terms. And we will get videos for them. Ones that have not yet accepted, it will be Matt Bentley, Lucas Covalan, our goalkeeper from Brazilian. We are yet to re-sign, so we're not sure what's happening with them yet. Fingers crossed they do re-sign with Maidstone and be offered a contract and can be paid their wages that they deserve. The other ones then will be Bivish Gurung. Let's check out now and go into his video then with Stones TV about being offered his new contract.
So, familiar face in front of our screen, and we're delighted to announce that Bhavesh Gurung has agreed a deal for next season. Hometown club, of course, you must be pleased to extend that run with us.
Yeah, I'm absolutely delighted. Obviously, we had a great season last year, individually, collectively, and it's a place where my heart is, so I'm absolutely delighted to be here for next season.
It's an obvious question. I'm guessing you're going to give me an obvious answer. If I said to you to pick out one highlight of that last season, are you going to give us the answer we're expecting?
I'll say the Ipswich game.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the Ipswich game for me was like, wow, it was something else. It was a fairy tale type of thing. But that moment that you're probably thinking of course, that's up there as well. Being a Barrow goal. Obviously my only goal of the season as well. That's something that I'm obviously trying to work on and get my numbers up and whatnot. But yeah, those two moments for me is definitely up there with some of the best in my career.
When you look at that goal, I think BBC Sport goal of the round, the Mitre FA Cup Mitre goal of the round as well. I mean, you know, you couldn't have possibly, if we sat having this conversation 12 months ago and we said to you, what do you want to achieve for that season, that would have even been in your mind, would it?
No, exactly. I mean, it just shows like the amount of work that gets put in behind the scenes, not just myself, with the coaching staff, with the amount of work that Gaffer and Craig put into me, trying to help develop me as a player. It's really important because at a senior level, of course, results are the most important thing, but Gaffer and Craig, they really value the importance of development in a player, especially a young player for myself. And I feel like that's where I really managed to kick on last season, and hopefully I can continue in the same way.
When you look back at that FA Cup run as well, obviously, as we say, this is your hometown club, you still live here in the town, so what was that like? Because you must have been going to places where people wouldn't have perhaps ordinarily think, is that you? But with all that exposure, it must have been a phenomenal time.
Yeah, I mean, whilst it was still fresh off that Ipswich game, I remember just going into like restaurants and stuff and people weren't allowing me to pay for food and stuff, so yeah, it was a surreal feeling, to be honest, and yeah, obviously one that we'll treasure for the rest of our lives, really. Yeah.
So individually, collectively, what are the aims for 24-25?
Collectively, of course, it's just promotion. Like we came up so close last season, but just fell off a bit short, and unfortunately it just wasn't meant to be. That's not how obviously anyone thought it would have panned out, but it is what it is, and we're really looking forward to next season. Hopefully starting off really strong and winning the league this time around, hopefully skipping the playoffs. And individually, it's just to keep putting in solid performances, developing as a player, playing as many games as I possibly can, and just try and keep with that steady development. Sorry, yeah.
Viv, I'm sure I speak on behalf of all the supporters when we say we're delighted that you're back with us. Enjoy the season and let's see what it brings us. Thanks very much, though.
Thank you.
Oh, let's check another video. Then George Fowler, another defender, he's also re-signed with Maidstone for another year. Let's check out his chat then with Stones TV.
Back for his fourth season at Maidstone Utd, George Fowler joins us. Pleased to get the deal done?
Yes, absolutely. First of all, I got back this morning from Mr. Tom Hadler's stag, so if my voice breaks in this interview, I apologise. But yeah, absolutely over the moon, mate. Over the moon.
And I guess it was going to be difficult to beat last season. I mean, that was on all levels a terrific campaign for you.
Yeah, I mean, a season of dreams in terms of the memories we created with the FA Cup run, and even obviously the semi-finals of the playoffs. I think, if anyone's being honest, at the start of the season, if you were offered semi-finals of the playoffs and fifth round of the FA Cup, you'd have sort of bitten someone's hand off for that opportunity. And at the same time, although no one necessarily expected it, I think as a player and the team, we know what Gaffer and Craig instill in training. We know the standards they bring, the belief they put in us as a group, and we knew we'd get an element of success and achievement during the season. Not necessarily FA Cup 5th round, but we knew we were capable of something like that as a group. So incredible memories, and yeah, hopefully more to come.
Incredible memories from that FA Cup run, and particularly that Ipswich game for yourself, returning to a club where you came through the youth setup there.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, my family, friends, all live that way still. So I remember when we did the draw, that the boys weren't necessarily too sure how to react because everyone was hoping for that Premier League team. If it wasn't a Premier League team, I remember saying at the time, Ipswich was the next best thing for me. And then to go there and to win in the fashion that we did, unbelievable. It's going to be tough to top that on a personal note. And yeah, still cherishing those memories today.
And with your history at the club, obviously you must have been pleased to see them go up.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And also the fact that we've then played there and managed to win, and now they're a Premier League outfit. It makes it all that bit sweeter. But yeah, brilliant to see a club with such good history now go back up into the top league.
Obviously, it was just a 4th season going into here, and obviously you moved down a couple of years ago, so makes it very much for the time being a sort of like an adopted home for you.
It is, yeah, and I think it's obvious that this is sort of the best form of my career. I'm really enjoying myself. We've had a little bit of a roller coaster few years, being obviously winning the Conference South, coming straight back down from the National last year with the FA Cup run. But I'm hoping we can continue that upward trend and create a lot more memories for next season. But like I said, it was a no-brainer to come back. I was happy to put pen to paper, so glad it's all sorted.
Well, the voice has held out, so we're cut it there. We're delighted to see you back and
thank you, mate.
Catch up again in the summer.
Cheers, thank you.
Harry Cipriano, another one. He's signed another 1-year deal. Here is his video then, interviewed them with Stones TV.
Right, we've got a familiar face in front of our camera today, and that's Harry Cipriano, who's agreed terms for next season. Harry, great to have you back on board. You pleased to get the deal done?
Yeah, really happy. Obviously we had a great year last year. So yeah, just looking forward to the same again, hopefully, or as close as we can. But yeah, no, really happy to get it done. Looking forward to being back in 3-4 weeks now. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Obvious question, probably an obvious answer, but looking back on last season, what were the highlights for yourself?
Yeah, obviously, as you said, the obvious one would be the cup, the whole cup run. To be honest, I know the Ipswich game was an incredible time, but to be honest, even back to the early stages, you know, the home games we had here, the whole competition was obviously just a phenomenal experience. I think it meant a lot to me, to my family, and you know, to the team, and obviously the whole club. You know, I think you could see the impact on the community and the fans and the support. So yeah, it was phenomenal, really. Yeah.
A massive impact on the community as well, and you've been out and about today already into some schools. I mean, again, there's still that buzz around, you know, the kids that watch those matches on telly. That obviously you'll never forget it, having taken part in it. They won't forget it, either having been there or watched it on telly.
Yeah, thankfully none of them said that the Coventry game, which means they're all at school the next day, which is good. But no, they all said they watched it on TV, and I was quite surprised, to be fair. I think obviously in the immediate kind of vicinity of the club, you can feel that yeah, it's a massive occasion for everyone. But when you see kind of the kids, you know, 10, 11 years old, they're also obviously familiar with it. They'd obviously all watched it and supported us. I think you can kind of appreciate the scale of what we've done, really. Yeah.
And in terms of the coming season, what are your hopes?
Yeah, I think obviously after the last game of the season, I had a big feeling of disappointment. Truth be known, I was convinced we would do it. I thought we'd get promoted, and obviously it wasn't to be. So I think right that wrong, you could say, if you want to call it a wrong. I think we obviously want to go a step further. Our aim was to get promoted. So I think if we can achieve that this year, we'd be happy with that. The cup will obviously be, you know, hard to repeat, but we'll do our best. So I think if we can kind of get anywhere close to that and then go one further in the league, then I think that would be a positive season.
Harry, I think the fans will be right behind you with that. So great to have you back, and enjoy the season with us.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Reece Greenidge, another player re-signed. Yep, another video for him. Let's check that out then.
So we're with Reece Greenidge, who will be joining us for another season. Welcome back, Reece.
Cheers, thanks for welcoming me back.
Since we last talked, you've had some great experience with international football. How did you find that?
Yeah, no, it's been great, you know, going away with the national team, being able to play against different countries and different climates, and have new experiences, just experiencing life in general.
Obviously, we've got to ask it, I'm sure, well, we're asking everyone really, the FA Cup run last season must have been an amazing experience for you on a personal level.
Yeah, it was amazing. Just the whole, everything around the club, the way it brought the community together, obviously the experience and the exposure it got, playing in them big stadiums, also getting those big wins. It was an amazing part of the season, and it was a real highlight for me, obviously, personally.
Have you got any kind of individual, kind of personal highlights from, it could be from the season or the FA Cup run?
To be honest, mainly just as a team, you know, obviously winning the games that we won. I didn't score in the FA Cup, so I can't let other guys say, yeah, my goal here. But yeah, winning the games that we won, especially obviously Ipswich away, and that feeling there, and when we did that, was just, yeah, it was amazing.
Right, finally, I've got to ask, I'm sure you've been asked numerous times, with the T20 Cricket World Cup coming up, are you in any way related to the great Barbadian cricketer Gordon Greenidge?
Nah, I'm not. I've been asked that question a few times, due to obviously the last name and me being from the Caribbean, but I'm not. My dad does play golf with him, but that's the closest it gets.
Well, hopefully you get some closure on that one. Anyway, it's pleased to have you back, Reece.
Cheers, thanks, happy to be here.
Riley Court, 18-year-old youngster, is on his second term with Maidstone, one of our own. Let's chat with him then and see what Stones TV and what he had said about being offered a new contract.
So join us to chat about his new deal is Riley Court. Again, this is your hometown club. You must be delighted to be back for another season.
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing, to be fair. After a great season last season, to renew the deal, it's just excellent. Looking forward to it.
Obviously, massive part of that first team and everything we achieved there, but also if we take you back to that time with the academy and what an excellent run that was for you. National Cup champions. I mean, that must really have been the icing on the cake for you.
Oh, it just topped everything off, to be fair. Like a great season with first team and the academy. Went to win the Kent Senior Cup, and then last game of my season won the National Cup. So it just topped everything off.
So for those that don't know how that Academy Cup works, it was a South region first. You score the 2 goals that wins you the Southern Championship, and then you go off to the national competition. You play York City. They were the holders, and you managed a little cheeky free kick to win it for Maidstone. Was that? I mean, that was late doors, wasn't it? When you scored that goal, were you already preparing for penalties, or did you think, actually, here's my chance to win it?
I remember about 10 minutes to go, I said to Tyler Hatton, I was like, no, it can't go to pens. And then as soon as I won that free kick, I just knew this was my last chance. So put it away, and what a feeling.
Because amazing celebrations after that goal as well.
Yeah, I was trying to take my top off. I knee slided into some concrete, ripped my knees open, but it was all worth it.
It's a memento, isn't it? You never forget that in a hurry. So in terms, obviously, in and around that first team, you came and made several appearances as well during the course of the season. What's the hope for this year?
I'm going to need to try and get a regular first team spot. Obviously, do my best, work as hard as I can, and then see where it takes me.
And obviously pleased to be working under George and Craig again.
Yeah, buzzing. Couldn't have asked 2 better managers last season to help me push. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Well, we're delighted to have you back. Have a great time, enjoy it, and let's hope that you can push on in the first team this season.
Perfect, thank you very much. Cheers.
Is Raf Brown. He's also been offered another 1-year deal. He's accepted, and is his interview with Raf Brown.
So we're here with Rafe Brown. He's back for his 5th season. Pleased to be back, Rafe?
Yeah, buzzing to be back. I've been here for, as you said, 5 seasons now. I feel at home here. I love playing for Maidstone and can't wait to get going again.
Obviously an absolute rollercoaster of season for you last year, from the highs of the FA Cup to the lows of the playoffs. On the whole, how was it for you?
It was the best season of my career, with everything we went through. The highs, the lows. Ipswich was a personal favourite for me, even though I didn't play. But just to be involved in that game and watch on the side, it was unbelievable. And then the lows of obviously getting to the semi-finals of Worthing and not kind of going over the line. That's just given me extra motivation this season to go again and do it all again and get over the line.
So it's a 5th season for you. You live locally. That really must help you push on when you're on the pitch? You've got a point to prove to people who live around you?
No, yeah, definitely. I have. My missus comes and watch games, and my friends and local people, so it helps me when I'm playing, yeah.
So, Rafe, we're obviously delighted you're back, and we'll obviously catch up with you during the summer.
Finally, we've got Sam Smith. He's just re-signed then another year's contract with Maidstone United. 20-year-old defender, and he joined Maidstone under-23s from Rochester City last season and got a first-team contract with the Stones last December. So let's check out the video then for Sam Smith. Welcome him back to Maidstone United, and here's the interview anyway. It's Stones TV.
So we are delighted to announce that Sam Smith has agreed terms for this coming season. Sam, you linked up with the under-23s this time last year, and then that progressed into the first team. So you must be pleased that the journey continues for you this coming season.
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing, to get the deal over the line, and then obviously in the new season to come, hopefully just work hard and earn myself a spot in the team.
Obviously, when you joined the 23s last summer, did you think at that point, wow, this could lead into the first team, and then of course you were part of that fabulous FA Cup journey as well?
Yeah, that's it. Not really, to be honest. Sort of just plan was to play 23s and work hard and see where it goes. And then obviously Zach gave me the opportunity to train with the first team, and from there I've sort of progressed and done well for myself, I'd say.
So, always been a defender? Is that always during your career, or have you moved about the park?
Not really. I used to be a winger, and then sort of as it got on, and then I thought, God, I've got the build to play as a centre half or full back, and sort of drop down the line. And yeah, only this season really has been a defender.
And looking back on last season, of course, you were in and around the squad during that FA Cup run. You were at Portman Road with us, of course, at the CBS Arena. How good was it to be a part of that occasion?
Oh, honestly, buzzing. Just to even just be on the bench in front of that many people, even just warming up down the sideline, absolutely buzzing.
So we did get to see you in the Kent Senior Cup final against Ebbsfleet United. You must have been pleased to make an appearance there.
Yeah, I was buzzing, playing in front of Maidstone fans for the first time. Yeah, like I said, first time in the first team squad. I thought, yeah, we've done well, and obviously the main thing was the result.
Well, Sam, we're delighted you're back for this coming season. Enjoy it, and we'll be meeting the supporters again very soon.
Lovely, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
That about sums everything up then with what's been going on then with Maidstone since the off-season. Yep, we'll keep you updated then. Next couple of videos next video we'll be doing will be if there's any more new signings. And for definite, the next video then we'll be checking out how Maidstone have dug up the old 3G pitch, and we'll be replacing the brand new one ahead of our pre-season friendlies. So take care, peace, thanks for watching. Sparky Bar Meow Meow, we'll catch you soon. Peace.